According to Vladimir Putin, in the aftermath of the Iraq war, Russia President Vladimir Putin made a statement that the conflict marked a significant turning point in the relationship between Russia and the United States. According to Vladimir Putin, in the aftermath of the Iraq war, Russia President Vladimir Putin made a statement that the conflict marked a significant turning point in the relationship between Russia and the United States. Putin's comments were reflective of the deep and lasting impact that the Iraq war had on the global balance of power and the geopolitical landscape. In this statement, Putin emphasized that the Iraq war had revealed the limitation of American power and the danger of unilateralism. He argued that the United States had acted without sufficient international support and had disregarded the United Nations Security Council on its rush to invade Iraq. Putin also noted that the war had destabilized the Middle East and had created a breeding ground for terrorism, which affected both the U.S. and Russia. From the Russian perspective, the Iraq war represented a clear challenge to its own strategic interests. Russia had long-standing ties with Iraq and had supplied the country with weapons and other military equipment prior to the war. In addition, Russia also was concerned about the implication of American military power on the global balance of power, and feared that the United States would use its newfound dominance to challenge Russia's interests in the future. As a result, Putin and other Russian leaders took a more assertive stance in their foreign policy, seeking to counterbalance American power and assert Russia's own strategic interests. This led to a renewed focus on building alliances with other countries, particularly in the Middle East and Asia, and a greater emphasis on developing Russia's military capabilities. Reason why we see this war in Ukraine right now. And the legacy of the Iraq war continues to shape the relationship between Russia and the United States to this day. While there have been some areas of cooperation, such as in the fight against ISIS in Syria, there have been significant tensions and disagreements. This includes dispute over issues such as the conflict in Ukraine, Russia interference in U.S. election, and the use of chemical weapons in Syria. In conclusion, Vladimir Putin's statement about the Iraq war as a turning point in Russia and the U.S. relations reflect the profound impact that the conflict had on global politics and the balance of power. The war revealed the limitation of American power and the danger of unilateralism, and highlight the need for greater cooperation and coordination between nations. While the legacy of the Iraq war continued to shape the relationship between Russia and the United States, it is important to remember the lessons learned from this conflict and to work towards a more stable and peaceful global order, which is going to work for everyone, everybody. Let me know what you think about this and what is your opinion. about this topic. Thanks for